Tim and Shay vlogs. But yeah, we both have a bit of stuff that we're working on today, so this is a good opportunity for me to hop back on here and see if I can get a bit more accomplished. Got a commission done last night, which I'm so pleased about. I will give you guys a little showing of this real quick here. This is a group of caricatures I've been working on for the past couple months, and basically there's supposed to be, I think, about 12 of these guys total, and I'm going to be working on a couple more today. Once again, it's going to be a short live stream because I think that it's just best to keep it shorter, but at the same time, we have a good time for a little bit, and I also do a tutorial. Now, I did a tutorial just last night, and it seems to be going very positively. Been seeing a lot of people viewing it. A couple likes, one dislike. Hey, what are you going to do? I think that one dislike is because I didn't actually finish a caricature, and then I told you to go to my Patreon to see the pro videos. But whatever. Now, by the way, I do want to give a humongous shout out to Ace. Ace just became a patron at the $1 level. Ace, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm going to give you a shout out in the tutorial here in just a second as well, okay? So don't worry, you're getting your... Oh, and by the way, I guess I can tell you his whole name. Ace Connell. And I don't remember how to spell that. You can see that I just put AC down there. But the thing that's cool about Mr. Ace is he's quite the caricaturist himself. I really appreciate the donation, because if you actually go to his Facebook and you look at his stuff, he does some really good stuff. I'm very, 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 very honored to have a fellow caricaturist supporting me. That means a lot to me. Thank you very, very much. We gotta support each other as much as we can, right, Ace? Alright, so we're gonna get in with the tutorial here in just a second. Let me give you a walkthrough about how we do things around here. I'm going to show you how we do things around here, and then once we do that, then I'll go ahead and do the tutorial, and then I'll come back and draw for a little bit, work on a commission. Once again, just turn up my music real loud in my ears, mute my microphone, and just draw my little heart out. So we'll get to that in just a second here. So let's go ahead and go through our screens like I like to do. Here is my first screen where if I really want to get down and personal with you, I'll move over to this screen, and that works out really well. Then, of course, I have my back soon screen, so if I go on a break for 10, 20, 30, 50, 60 minutes, or whatever, because I've been called to be on national TV on 60 Minutes, which has never happened, probably will never happen, then I'll click this button. And as you can see, that mutes my microphone as well, so that's kind of cool. By the way, if you guys are doing streaming and you want to know what software I'm using, OBS. OBS is amazing. It's free, it's open system, open broadcasting system or something like that. Best streaming software ever. It's amazing, free. There's like nothing that you got to worry about, and it's actually a really excellent screen capture system too, and it's free. It's actually really good. I love it. Okay, so anyway, when we are in the stream and when we are recording during the show, we're in this frame. That shows our wonderful patrons and how you guys can get a hold of me, and of course what I'm working on my screen. And then finally, I have two more screens here. This one here requires a push of a button, so hang on just a second. Alright, so this one has a button that I have to push to talk. And every time I release that button, things get nice and quiet because it mutes my microphone. It's kind of a cool little thing. But if you look in the right-hand side there, there's a chat box. If I'm in this screen, which these days I haven't been, you can see that I actually have a chat box that I'm watching right now on my screen. So if people leave comments, that's where I'm going to see them. And then, of course, I have my intro for the recording, which we're going to be doing in just a second. As we get the stream started, I'll be clicking on this. And that will let you know that the stream is going to be starting for a recording, and that I won't be answering questions during that time. And then once you see that screen pop up again at the end of the recording, then I'll go back to answering questions. Now, here's the thing. During the evenings, our internet connection really, really stinks. We have wonderful streaming. I mean, we get to watch a bunch of stuff on YouTube and Netflix and all sorts of crazy stuff. But when it comes to upload, which is important for streaming from here to you guys, we really have kind of a shoddy connection. So basically what that means is I will get your questions right away and I'll respond to them right away on here, but you probably won't actually see that answer until like 20 minutes later because the buffering and delay is so bad. So I totally understand if you don't stick around. It seems to be that we have a lot of people who watch these when they have time, so I'm more than happy to have you enjoy the show and watch me draw live for a little bit. But that's why I'm also trying to do the tutorials and things to kind of give balance to all this crazy. So I really hope that you enjoy it. I love doing this. This is my way of staying focused and then at the same time getting out more content for you guys. And it's obviously paying off because a bunch of you, well, at least one of you so far, a couple of you have become patrons and have decided to be a part of my little cause that I'm trying to do, and that means a lot to me. So I really, really appreciate it. So that's going to do it. I think that's all the intro I have. Once again, would love it if you guys follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. If you follow me on Instagram, that's where I post my pictures of things that I draw. And then on Twitter, that's where I answer your questions. If you have a question, just ask it on Twitter, and I'll respond back with a video response. And if I can't get a quick enough video response in the 1 minute that I'm allowed on Twitter, then that's a possible tutorial that I can do here on the live stream. So thank you so much. I hope that you guys enjoy this. Now we're going to go ahead and get into the tutorial. It's going to be a continuation of last night's tutorial, which was the triangle of the face tutorial. And thank you so much for everyone who's liked it and everyone who has watched it. That's been really great. Excuse me while I get a sip of my soda here. Refreshing. Mountain Dew. Code Red. Diet, of course. My wife and I have been doing very good on our diet. We'll stick with diet. Okay, you guys ready to rock and roll? Let's go ahead and do this. And then when we get done, I'll draw a little bit, and then I'll let you guys go. We'll keep the stream nice and short today. Comfortably short, not like so quick that you didn't enjoy it, not so long that I'm dying from old age, okay? All right, let's do it. Hello everybody, what's going on? It is Tim Michael and welcome to my live stream. This is a tutorial that I do during my live stream. It's worked out really, really well. Gotten some good comments and people have been enjoying it. And I'm going to go ahead and continue that in today. Today is a beautiful Saturday morning. Yeah, I usually don't draw this early in the morning. I'm usually not this awake this early in the morning, but hey, what do you do? So 9:25 in the morning, and I'm going to go ahead and do a continuation of last night's tutorial. I told you guys about the triangle of the face, and if you want to learn more about that, just go to the previous video. It's waiting for you, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. If you do, hit the like button. That's one of the best things you can do for me. I am definitely... what's the word I'm looking for? I definitely make the mistake of watching a video that I really, really, really like, and I forget to hit the like button, even though I really, really liked it. So remember to go that extra mile for the people that you watch, for your creators that you watch, and hit that like button. We love when you hit the like button. Alright, so basically I'm going to do a continuation of last night's tutorial where I talked about the triangle of the face. I'm not going to go into the discussion of the triangle of the face today because you're just getting at the previous video. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is teach you something new today about caricaturing. Alright, basically I want to talk about slanting, and basically the slant of the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the things that you need to focus on when you're working on someone's caricature. We've already talked about the triangle, so I will draw the triangle in place. That way you guys can see what... Oh, my menu's gone. Where is it? There it is. So you guys can kind of see about what I'm talking about with the triangle of the face. So here... Oh, well, that's cool. We'll do it in white. Why not? So there you go. So, triangle of the face. There we go. There's our triangle for me, and there's my triangle for my wife. We went to Dave & Buster's that night. It was a lot of fun. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the idea of slanting. Something that you really need to focus on as you are looking at drawing someone is understanding how their face is slanted in certain places. And it plays a really, really key role on likeness. And obviously, I've told you guys, draw essence, don't draw likeness. I want you to be able to draw what they feel like, not what they look like. If you draw what they look like, it's going to look a lot like a portrait. And if you can draw what they feel like, it's so much more expressive. There's more stuff in that. And if you just go through my tutorials here on YouTube, you'll find my video on drawing essence and not drawing likeness. But likeness is key. Obviously, we're caricaturists nonetheless. We're not giving people stick figures to take home with them. We're giving them pieces that look like them and have their personality in them. We're trying to keep things as fun as we possibly can. So what I'm going to do today is show you slanting. Okay, So I'm going to go ahead and turn off this, and it's a very, very basic principle. And the idea is to be looking at how the face is shaped in key areas. All right, we're going to go ahead and start with my face, and I want to look at this. I want to look at the slant of the eyes, the slant of the nose, the slant of the outer smile, and the slant of the chin. Okay? And honestly, that's roughly about all the things I look for. So the slant of the eyes, slant of the nose, slant of the upper smile, and slant of the chin. And the reason why I put these things here is because I want you to see that these are basically big arrows that point in one direction or another, and they help you define where you need to be putting things. So if I kind of draw this as an arrow, sort of like that, if I draw this as an arrow, your goal is to give yourself a roadmap. Your goal is to find ways to see these shapes in an instant. And when you see these shapes in an instant, it really, really helps with likeness. That's your goal. So you're looking for where the arrows are in the face. Now not everyone's going to have these arrows per se. Not everyone's going to have slanted down eyes, but that's the wonder of caricature. Some people might have something completely different where their eyes actually go the opposite direction. They look sleepy or whatever. They may have a certain smile that actually goes in reverse, that where the lips are pointed down on the other side. These slants that you catch are what really help guide you through a caricature, what help guide you through getting likeness. You can also do slanting on eyebrows too, believe it or not. And what I've figured out is usually I don't worry about that. We'll talk about that another day, and that would be what I would consider arcing. How much arc you would put in an eyebrow, and then how do you exaggerate that arc. But that's another tutorial for another time. So, once again, let's go ahead and follow through with what we did last night and today. And I'm not going to do a full caricature like I said before. I have advanced tutorials waiting for you guys on my Patreon. I hope that you can find them. You got to scroll down a little bit down Patreon to find them, but they're waiting for you, and I hope that you enjoy them. Thank you very much for my new patrons as well. By the way, I want to give a shout out to Ace. And Ace is actually a very, very good caricaturist himself. I stopped by his Facebook, and he's got some really, really great stuff. So I appreciate the support, man. It means a lot to me, and I look forward to creating more content. And thank you very much for becoming a patron. And it's going to be quite a blessing having you here. So let me go ahead and begin this whole idea. Not drawing everything out, but I'm going to go ahead and start with this whole theory of drawing a face and getting this started. So once again, I'll use my face like I did last night. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of sketch out the rough idea of how I want to weigh the head. And I want to put more weight on the bottom of my face because this feels really, really heavy down here. And that's another tutorial we can talk about another time. I kind of covered it in last night's where I talked about looking at a face through a fisheye lens. I just spit on my screen. So, what I'm going to do is figure out where I want to put my eyes. Okay, and if I'm really desperate, I can figure out where to put my nose and mouth. But that's what last night's tutorial is kind of about. It's about looking for that triangle of the face. That's going to help you define where things are going to go. And then from there, I can kind of make a mark for where the top of the nostrils will be. And that's where I can put my circle for my laugh lines and my chin, which I'm going to actually include my beard in that. And then off of that, based off of that, then I've told you guys a little bit about the T in the face, and we can get into that in more detail. I think someone who covers that very well is Tom Richmond. He's got an amazing book. Just look him up, he does a book on caricature, and it's just bar none fantastic. If you like Mad Magazine or you like the style of Mad Magazine, he is the man who does all that beautiful work, and he's going to help you out a lot. Now, looking at this arc, not the arc, but the arrow in the eyebrows, the slant in the eyebrows, I can kind of go ahead and get those eyebrows knocked in. I'm looking at the distance from them to the eyes, and I can get the eyes knocked in. Looking at that slant, the slant's important. Getting this nose all marked in here. Slant is important in the nose as well. Thinking about that overall shape that I mentioned last night. and getting that whole nose in there from the top bridge down to the sides and back. We can talk about that in another tutorial as well. I want to give myself as much content to create in the future, so I apologize when you guys are like, what? I promise that's hopefully going to be future content. Hold me to it. I want to keep this going strong, so I want to make sure that I try and space out what content I give you guys in each video. And I'm going to go ahead and just draw in just the rough of the nose and the face and such like that, okay? Looking now from this rounded shape that I've created here, and kind of where within this shape, from the bottom of the nose to the top of the mouth, how much depth is there, and then that will help me know kind of where I need to put my smile here, and I can get that in there. And then once again, since I got my face all covered up with a beard, that's where I'm looking at arcs, and I'll talk more about arcs another day. And I'm coming up with all this stuff on the fly, and I actually really like what I'm coming up with, so I'm coming up with some good stuff. I should write a book on caricaturing. But I can go ahead and start putting in the mustache coming down towards the beard, and just go ahead and quickly fill this junk in, fill all this junk in, fill all this junk in, and you can see it looks like me. It does look like me. And I haven't even really done anything with the eyes yet. This is all in slants, arcs, and triangles. I mean, there's very, very basic shapes going on here. I'm going to go ahead and draw the top of the head. I can go ahead and put the hat in here too if I really wanted to, which I do. And I'll go ahead and put this little lip thing in here, and I'm going to kind of carry the hat around the back. And there you go, guys. I mean, it's just another important technique that you need to keep in mind. Slants of the eyes. If I didn't do these eyes with this slant that you can obviously see in my face, that might not look like me as much. And this is a slant. I didn't even draw eyes yet. I haven't even begun really getting the concept of the eye form yet. It's just 2 lines. Keep it simple in your starting sketch. Why not? It allows you to expand more when you get further in. I really hope that you've enjoyed this tutorial. I'd love it if you'd smack that like button for me. That means the world to me. Go that extra mile, smack the like button. Hit the subscribe button because we are so close to 10,000 subscribers. It's amazing, and it's all your fault. I really appreciate it, guys. You guys are amazing. Absolutely amazing. And then, of course, do me a big favor, if you get the chance, stop on by patreon.com, take a look at some of the stuff I do over there. I don't have a lot going on over there, but your support is absolutely amazing. I really, really appreciate it, and Lord willing, I can come up with some more rewards for you guys in the future. Maybe once we get caught up on a few of these commissions, then I can start doing more Patreon commissions, because it's been a long time. From there, that's about it, guys. Follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. If you have any questions, ask them on Twitter. I'll try and respond back in a 1-minute video. If I can't do that, I can make a tutorial on it. And then, of course, follow me on Instagram because that's where I post all of my pictures and drawings and things like that. So when I do any sketches in my sketchbook, here, I'll show you one real quick. I did it last night. I got a little bored from everything I was working on, and I decided I was going to go ahead and sketch something. Because I was getting tired of drawing the daily drive, and so of course I drew one of my favorite YouTubers ever. There you go, a little Casey Neistat for you right there. Love drawing Casey. He's got a great face for caricature. If you watch any of his videos, give him a shot. That nose of his and that chin of his, very, very bold and sharp. Lots of fun. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I will see you next time on another tutorial here on the Tim Michael channel. Thank you so much for being a part of my life, and I hope that you've enjoyed today's episode. Take care! And there we go, lovely people. That's another episode done, and I love this software because now as soon as this is done, it's already saved to the computer. If I wasn't on live stream right now, I could literally upload it right now, which is absolutely amazing. Unlike the other softwares that I use to do screen captures, and they take forever to render everything out. I don't know how OBS does it, but I'm in love so far with its screen capture software. I think that's amazing. Thank you so much. I hope that you've enjoyed that tutorial. I'm going to do a little bit of drawing. I might not even work on the commission that I need to work on just yet. I just need to warm up a little bit. And then once I'm warmed up, then I can go ahead and I'll probably let you guys go and I'll start getting some work done. But let's go ahead and have a little bit of fun first. I think that that's going to be kind of important. Try and start my day with something a little fun. And then from there, I will move on to getting done my work because I have quite a lot of work ahead of me. And I would like to see it all completed by this weekend, this next weekend, because it was actually my goal to have it completed this weekend, and that didn't work out so well, but that's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over into my record cam screen. Beep! There we go. And I'll go ahead and do a little bit of drawing just to kind of warm up a little, and we'll go from there. So let me do this for starters. Grab my handy-dandy old tablet here that I use for reference photos. And we're going to look up an animal. We're going to look up an animal. Honey, name an animal. Wolf. Wolf it is. Thank you. So we'll do a wolf. Okay, let's see what kind of wolves we can find here. Okay. Oh, I got some cute wolves here. Look at that cute little wolf cub. Ooh, a couple angry wolves too. Oh, and someone already took my idea. Look at this. I'll show this to you guys. That's hilarious. You guys might know that I really actually enjoy putting animals in clothing. Look at that. Someone else has already done it. I'm still gonna do it, but hey, whatever. Not fair. Huh? Yeah, someone already has a picture on Google of a wolf in a tuxedo. Oh, a turtle? That turtle's a good idea. I like turtle. Turtle. Alright. Oh, what a great looking face. Oh my goodness, that's adorable. Honey, look up turtles. There's a turtle there. It's like all happy. It's really cute. Yeah, Google Images. Just look up the word turtle. It's like the fourth 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm looking at it on my tablet. You'll know it when you see it. Isn't he cute? Look up turtle, guys. You'll see it. It's really, really adorable. That's very cute. And that's a dead turtle. That's not exactly what I meant to find. I'm just looking for a turtle face. Give me a fun little turtle face, guys. Grumpy turtle right below the happy one. I see a couple grumpy turtles here. He looks mean. I got an idea. I think I got a little bit of an idea. We'll have to see if I can make him work. He'll be a challenging face because actually I can barely even see his, like, how his face is shaped. But I think it'll be a good starting sketch at least, and we'll see how far I take it. I won't take it too far because I do need to get work done, but I think it's a good starting point of my day. Thank you, honey. Alright, so to do a turtle face, let's go ahead and just begin the shape of the turtle face. Okay. And the goal is not to be literal here. The goal is to draw what I want to draw. If I become too literal in my design, then it just looks too realistic. And I want realistic to an extent, but I need it to feel like my own piece. I don't want to draw like Teenage Mega Mutant Ninja Turtles, but I definitely want my own style involved in it. So just working out the basic shapes here. You should already kind of see something that might form a turtle of sorts. I think we're gonna make him look kind of harumphy, like humph. I don't want to be here. Why is everyone making such a big deal about Pokemon? What about cool turtles like me? Okay, I am going to go ahead and mute my microphone, and I'm going to put on some hardcore music. Not hardcore music, but I like my music nice and loud. I want it to be explosive in my ears. I want to be numb by the time I'm done, and I'm going to go ahead and do that here. And I hope that you guys enjoy a little bit of a sketch, and I hope that you enjoy this form that I'm going to go ahead and try and work out. And then we'll come back and maybe talk a little bit more, and I'll let you guys go for the day. But thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope that you enjoyed our little tutorial. Hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment, stop on by my Patreon. It would mean a lot to me. Thank you, guys. All right, that song that I just listened to was very inspiring towards this caricature, so I gotta listen to that one again. Can't tell you guys what it is, but it definitely spurred on what I think is going to be an awesome caricature. So this is going to be great. I love this. I might have to take it further than I meant to. This is really, really cool. Oh, I am saving this guy right now. All right, you guys, it is 10:38, so I've been drawing now for about an hour, give or take, which turns out looks pretty good. My shoulder is killing me. I'm not even joking. I don't know what's going on. It is tight. So I think this is a good opportunity for me to go ahead and call it quits here. Thank you so much for watching. I don't want to stop this guy. I feel like he has more development that I can do to him. Honestly, I can see myself taking him completely without outlines. Like, we could totally rid ourselves of the outlines and continue with it. Let's turn them off and see what he looks like without. There's a lot of great looking structure there without those outlines. And so that's something I kind of want to continue on one day here in the future, maybe. I think this is a really good practice piece. I really like how he looks. I think he looks mean, and I've been listening to a lot of hair metal stuff to try and keep myself in the kind of feeling, and it's been going really, really well. I definitely am very, very pleased with what I'm seeing here. I want to continue this guy a bit further, but for now, I think I need to take a little break. My shoulder's going crazy, and take some ibuprofen or something, and then get ready to actually get some real work done. There's so much stuff to get done. I would work on this guy for the rest of the day if I had my choice, but I definitely don't have my choice in this case. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. Like I've said before, many, many times before, please hit the like button if you enjoyed this. That means an awful lot to me. Subscribe, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you want to see in another tutorial. The best thing you can do is follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. If you want to ask any questions about art, feel free to drop me a comment on Twitter. I will try to respond back with a video message. That's really fun for me. I really enjoy doing that. I think you get like a minute on Twitter, and so I can answer a lot of questions on Twitter through my little video replies back. If I can't do that, then that's certainly something I consider doing as a tutorial here on the live stream. And then other than that, follow me on Instagram, because I put up a lot of crazy photos on there of my wife and I, and where we're at and what we're doing, and some artwork that I might sketch out and stupid stuff like that. So I hope that you enjoyed today's tutorial. I hope you've enjoyed my warm-up drawing for today, and now I'm going to go relax for a few minutes, maybe fly a quadcopter or something, just try and release this shoulder a little bit. Then I'll come back and get back to my multi-GP work. So thanks for hanging out with me. I'm not going to lose this turtle. I'm going to go ahead and hold on to him and maybe keep working on him for some warm-ups for the next couple days if I follow through with that. I really like how he looks, though. I really would like to see him become another one of my animal caricatures. I think he's hilarious and absolutely adorable, quite honestly. He's a fun guy, so I think that's going to be great. All right, guys, God bless you. I'll see you next time. Thanks for hanging out with me today here on the live stream, and I'll see you again very soon. I appreciate you guys working with me as I try to get my commissions done and try to get caught up. I'm a long ways behind, and there's a lot to get caught up with, and you spending time with me on here while I work and being understanding when I can't get out new tutorials and things, super helpful. All right, God bless you guys. I'll see you later.